Hi guys. A little while back I was asked by somebody to do a demonstration receiver swap on a radio controlled car. They did ask on a particular model that I'd got, but I don't want to do a receiver swap on that one. So ever since then, and it's probably over a month now, I apologise for the time delay, I've been looking in charity shops for a radio controlled car that was missing the transmitter. And I can't believe it. I haven't found one at all. There's usually always at least one or two in most charity shops where people have dumped a radio controlled car without the controller. But yeah, I've been looking and I haven't found any. So I've gone through my old stock. I've got this one. I can't quite remember what the body shell was. It does say it's 40 megahertz. It's a Jada toy. 2005 Hummer. Oh, it actually tells us. Can you see that? 2005 Hummer. I might still have the body shell somewhere. I expect I took it off and used it for a demonstration of something else. Anyway, it says 40 megahertz. This happens to be a 40 megahertz controller and receiver that I bought off AliExpress specifically to do the demonstration. Because I had a delay trying to find a suitable car, I actually put this receiver into this, because this one had a 2.4 gigahertz receiver in it, toy grade, and ran this with it for a little while. I've actually converted this to full hobby grade now, so the receiver is spare again. It was ridiculously cheap. It was only about £2.50, £3, something like that, for the receiver and the transmitter, or controller, as some people like to call them. So we will put this in there. But having said that one says 40 megahertz on it, it's interesting because I just tried it and it almost works. There's definitely a problem with it. I'm not moving the button, I'm just waving the controller near it. And if I try a different 40 megahertz controller, it doesn't do anything at all. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's the same thing. Need to get it very close to the aerial. So it won't hurt to change it anyway, just for demonstration purposes. It should be pretty straightforward. We need let's have a closer look. Can we get it? Let's go double size. So BF, backwards and forwards, so that's the drive motor. And then over here somewhere we got forwards and reverse. Oh, no, it's not forwards. Right, in close we can see we got BF for backwards and forwards, so those wires go to the drive motor. And then here we've got R and L. Can we see that? Yeah, right and left, so that's to the steering motor. So we should be able to connect the wires up there. We've also got V plus and V minus for the battery, voltage plus, voltage minus. Some receivers have B plus and B minus written on them. But yeah, this one's got V plus and V minus. They would normally put a little tick there to indicate it's 40 megahertz as opposed to 27 megahertz. Antenna, you can have a springy wire one attached just there, or this one just has a plain bit of wire hanging loose. And it looks to me like I may have put that receiver, that aerial on that one. Anyway, we'll take that off, which should be simple enough. We'll desolder various wires. So that purple and brown go up to the steering, and they've also got purple and brown going to the drive motor. Okay, not a problem. So we'll desolder them. Battery, we've got red wire goes. Now this one actually does have, where are we? B minus and B plus for battery minus, battery plus. And have we got... Can't quite read what that one says. Is it written on the other side? No, it's not written on the other side. Anyway, we know which ones are the drive motor and the steering motor. Steering motor there, and drive motor right here. So a bit of desoldering. Could just cut them, but we'll see if we can desolder them to save a bit of wire. That's one of them. Okay, that's the drive motor. Steering motor. I probably should have disconnected the battery, to be honest. Okay, and then the battery. Okay, so that's our old receiver. Right, backwards and forwards are these two. We'll probably get it the wrong way round. But it's not a big problem to swap them over again. Okay. Truth is, you can pretty much guarantee that I'll get them reversed, because that's a fact of life. Okay, and V minus and V plus. We'll assume that red is the positive. Shouldn't really assume anything. No, we definitely shouldn't assume anything. That's the negative. The red is attached to the negative. Nicely done. Yeah, okay. Well, that was worth checking. So that's the negative terminal on that battery. That's the red wire attached to it. So the red is the negative, which is counterintuitive. So the white, which is going through the switch, is going to be the positive. Can we get that to reach? Okay. Oh, was I off the bottom of the screen then? I apologise if I was. I was watching what I was doing, not what the camera was looking at. But I think we can see that's fairly simple. Let's put the soldering iron out of the way so I don't burn myself. Okay. Focus. There we are. So we've got the white wire which goes down to the on-off switch, going to the V+. The red wire, which I would have assumed would have been positive, but we follow that red wire around. That goes to the negative terminal. Oh, I've got that bit of wire left on there from the previous use. Let's just drop that off out of the way and put that one back on again. That would have confused things, having two red wires floating around. So back to where we were, explaining. We have a purple and brown wire going to the steering motor, which we've connected to the L and R, left and right. And then we've also got a purple and brown wire going down to the drive motor, which we've connected to the B and F for backwards and forwards. So what happens if we put the battery back in, which has rolled across the floor? Let's zoom out again. All right, battery back in. So now that happens to be backwards instead of forwards, of course. As I said, we were bound to get it the wrong way round. And, oh, left and right, I've got the right way round. Right, I'll just swap the backwards and forwards over, and then we'll give it a run. It's worth remembering that quite often you can find a matching controller, but find the controls are reversed. Just swap the wires round. It's easier to swap the wires on the receiver than it is to fiddle around with the controller. So, forwards, yes. Backwards, yes. And left and right. We'll put it down on the floor. Obviously, what we don't have is the screw holes matching perfectly. I don't know if there's, well, the easiest way is just put some blue tack on there or something to hold it in place. So I'll do that and we'll put it on the floor. Okay, forwards, backwards, left. Oh, got out of shot, haven't we? Oh no, still just see it. Whoa. I haven't got much of a left turn on it. No, I haven't got much of a right turn. Need to adjust it a bit. Could be the motor's playing up. We didn't check any of that, did we? Left. Right. Yeah, right's a bit. There's some muck in there. I think the wheel may be. Yeah, there's a lot of movement there on that wheel. Yeah, that one's okay. That one seems to be slopping around. Oh, it's broken, that's why. Yeah. Oh, the wishbone's broken there. That's why we haven't got much steering control. Not too bad going left. Yeah. And just out of interest, let's try that other controller. Yeah, right. Doesn't do right very well. Never mind, we did the demonstration, but if we really want to use this, we'll probably have to 3D print another steering bit. I said wishbone, but I'm not quite sure whether it's the wishbone broken or no, it looks like it's actually the stub axle. Yeah, so we did the demonstration. Fairly simple, just FB, forwards, backwards for the drive motor, LR for steering motor, left, right. And if you get it wrong, the wrong way round, just swap them over and resolder it. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment so I know how I'm doing. And somewhere up here there'll be some links to related playlists. Thanks again.